All right, hey guys, what's up? It's Stephen Dunn with Core Therapy and Pilates, and welcome to Mindful Movement Monday. Today we have Alexis teaching a class, and it's all about strengthening your knees. So if you've got knee problems, you have trouble going up and down stairs, trouble standing on one leg to put on your britches, well, time to try this little knee strengthening class out.
Hi everybody. All right, so we're gonna strengthen all the muscles around the knee so that the knee itself doesn't have so much stress and doesn't have so much get so much pressure when, like Steven said, when you're going up and down the stairs, when you're on your vacation walking. So start by straightening out one leg.
What's up? It's Stephen Dunn.
Straighten out one leg and flex the foot, and kind of find how you want to pull up the kneecap up into the quad muscle. Like pull up the kneecap towards your nose and then lift that leg off about 10 centimeters, like not as high, just hand width off the floor. What is this in inches? I don't know what is this.
4 inches.
4 inches, yes. It's not that high, it's more like floating off the floor.
Right here.
Yes, and obviously what you want to also pay attention to is that you co-contract. So make sure that you're not arching your back off of the floor. And you hold this for about 10 seconds and then we switch legs. So I think you're all good. We can switch and keep reaching out through your heels. Nice. Breathing. And then switch back to the first leg. Good. And then in here you can really pay attention, make a note to yourself. Does the right side want to turn on more? Does the left side want to turn on more? Switch sides. That's very nice. And if it's the case that there's really a big difference, then start with your chocolate side. So start with the side that has an easier time with this exercise and do that a couple of times and then recheck the other side. All right, bring your legs back in and then we go into regular bridging. So bring your feet about hip joint wide apart. You don't have to bring them that close to your butt. Just bring them like a little bit closer together. And then slowly and consciously lift your butt off the floor and go into your comfort zone bridge. Doesn't have to be super high. Activate your quads, activate your glutes and reach your knees out over your feet as if you want to make that diagonal of your body longer. And then slowly and consciously settle back down one vertebrae at a time. Let your back sink back into the mat. Nice. And one more time. Lift up. And then you want to bring in the upper body and think you're pushing into the pinky line, the outside line of your arms to help you lift up. And then slowly come back down. Good. And then we stay in bridging for the next version. You put the ball between your knees. So you give yourself a little bit resistance on the inside. Yep, find it all the way between the knees, and then same thing, press your pinky line from your outside of the arm all the way across the shoulder girdle into the floor and lift up, reach your knees out long, yes, nice. They're all doing this perfectly, they keep breathing really nicely, I don't even have to say anything. Good, and slowly come back down. And then come up one more time. And so in here, I only have them repeat the exercise once or twice. When you do this at home, obviously you can repeat this a lot more often. But I would not go past 10 repetitions. And you will see where your body feels good. Keep checking in with your body. And come back down. And then we switch from the ball, which by the way, you can use pretty much anything that gives you a little resistance, like a yoga block or a cushion, or soccer balls, basketballs, whatever you have at home. Then you switch to the Thera band and put the Thera band above your knees or right around the knee, which they all now have. I gave them the loops, but you can use the one that you just the easy resistance band that you pull and you make it into a knot. Make sure that in here your feet are still parallel and hip wide apart. And same thing, we'll go into a bridge. And just like before with all the other cues, you bridge up slowly and reach your knees out and think you want to keep this Thera band here taut between your knees. And slowly come back down. And one more time, coming up. And then sink back down into the mat. All right. And then you can come out of the Thera band. Before I put you all to sleep, come up into standing. We're all super tired apparently today on this Monday. So come up into standing and we go into quads. Obviously, like these ladies, they are all fine. But if you already feel like in the previous exercises it was a little bit too much, then the quad might not be quite yet for you. But I want to give you just a variety for laying on the floor and for standing. So just gonna parallel feet, regular squat. Think you want to reach your butt back as you come down, and it can be a mini squat, so you don't have to go all that far down. Make sure that your knees are behind your toes.
I can't.
You
My
can?
knees are too bad.
Okay,
Yeah.
so good to know. And you can do this in external rotation. Yeah, you can open up, and then I would say don't go down as deep. And come back up. You can leave your hands on your thighs. You can also in the beginning find something to hold on to, like do this behind a chair or a countertop. How is this when you're in external rotation?
It's better. I can find my heels then.
So just like with Megan, you can find your own personal comfort zone, whether or not you want to open your legs wider or whether you want to have them parallel, whether or not you want to be a little bit in an external rotation. Do one more time. Or in order to find more balance, like Cheryl is doing, you can reach your hands further forward. All right. And then in the next one, in the standing, we'll go into a lunge. And so in the lunge, we're not going to do a walking lunge, so you just take a big step forward. Yep. And then the back heel can come off the floor, and just think you want to sink straight down. Same thing, you want to bring the knee behind your toes and come back up. And give me about 5 on each side. How is this for your knee? Bend the back knee as you bring the back knee down into the floor. Yes. So you don't shift over the forefoot. Thanks. And then same thing as with the squats. If you feel this is too deep of what these ladies are doing, they're almost at the floor, then do a mini lunge, right? I activate all the same muscles even if you go just a few inches up and down. It doesn't have to be a big move. As you develop more strength and as you develop more stability over time, you can make this move bigger and you can increase your repetitions. I don't know where you are at. You were counting all yourself. Wonderful. All right. When you're done with that, come back into a parallel stance. Just find a comfortable stance so you can take a few steps to nowhere. And then we go into a heel raise. That's our last one for today. When you start out with that, you feel like balance is an issue, find something to hold on to, like a back of the chair, kitchen table. See if you guys want to do this without something to hold on to, so you raise your heels up high. And you will notice that some of us will be a little wobbly. and slowly sink back down. And that's totally fine. It just means that your foot starts to adjust and your leg muscles start to adjust, and as they talk to each other to find the balance, there's gonna be some also on some days more, on some days less balance. Nice. All right, and then come all the way back down, and then turn towards me to the center. Take a few steps to nowhere, and then just to bring you all back together, take a big inhale, and exhale, swallow, and done. Awesome. So that was my little pre-segment for our video for our Thrive program that I hopefully get to present to you very soon. And if you have questions, leave me a comment or talk to us when you will see us next in the studio. And see you